Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we back. We're here. We're doing some more stuff and things. I think I'm gonna lay off the live streams for just a little bit here, just because, well, they they do take a lot of time, and in that time, I can definitely record quite a few episodes. And I think my energy and everything like that is just a little bit better when I do not have to be on camera for quite so long, can pick it up, put it down, and all of that jazz. In the last one, we transferred our cows over to their new resting place here, and in this one, we're gonna try and see if we can flood this, get it ready for the sheepy goodness. Move the pigs over to the middle somewhere. They're, we're gonna keep them alive. They'll be fine. I don't know. Well, they'll be fine though. Don't know where I'm gonna keep them or anything like that, but I do know that we have a slab of the stone to freaking cut out here. So, luckily, again, we have an efficiency 4 tool, so this won't be too much of a task. Nothing compared to if we had a beacon, but we are a little ways away from that, of course. So, we're just gonna put our head down and grind this sucker out here, getting rid of all of this stone. And then I do think in the end of this base here, we're gonna try to have very little grass. Obviously, we need it for the sheep. We don't really need it for the cows, but it probably makes sense to have it like that. And we're just going to kind of roll with it. Over here, where we are getting rid of this mound that we had here, we are going to be putting the sheep. Their pen will roughly be, I don't know, from here to up there and diagonal. Make it a little weird. It's not a perfect circle, but it's not a circle. I don't know. It'll look fine, I think. I'm not too worried about it, because we can always add more details later, so it's not a big issue, right? I do think that the sheep and the cows should probably have a tree, though, of their own, just because they're going to need some shade here in the savannah. The grass is very unlively, and as a result, I have a feeling the sheep here would get very hot very quickly if there was no shade that they could kind of rotate through. So I do feel like we should probably do a tree or two. But we're going to have to do it with acacia wood. So that's going to be a thing. And I'm also unsold on all of the leaves that we have here too, because they're just so, like, they look fine in conjunction with each other, but they look very dark and dead, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I am happy to have the music on today. It's very, very nice when it decides to come around, but not as often as I would like. So we'll have to, maybe resort to some kind of shuffler for music discs at some point. We'll get them all and we'll just have them going just so we can have a little bit of ambiance the whole time, Alright, so that is that. And then that one just needs to get chopped out. This all needs to get turned to dirt, which we'll do, but not at this moment. Yeah, let's start the process here, I guess. Let's start. We should probably get some wheat and carrots real quick just to move the sheep. But I guess they can wait just a little bit here till we're completely done harvesting this bad boy. And remember, we did spend a little bit of time the last one getting a third efficiency shovel, so we don't have to worry too much about breaking them at this moment. And that's a really good news, because as you can see, we have gotten rid of a lot of freaking land since we started the series. Right there. Beautiful. Yeah, we know. And let's continue here. So we're just going to sweep back and forth and hopefully get this done relatively quickly. Quicker we can get it, the faster we move on to whatever it is we're doing. And actually, we should go and sleep first and foremost here, because we just simply, we suck at lighting things up. We really need to address that and do something to light it up, but I just really don't freaking want to, in all honesty. And we really should, though. Alright, so that's good. Let's go ahead over here and deposit all of our grass, deposit all of our stone, put the seeds in here, we don't need them, and try to keep our inventory as clean as possible here. Got more iron going, that is nice, and we need to get a little bit of wheat and a little bit of carrots, respectively. Boom, boom. Both of those things will be good. And we should probably decapitate some creepers over here. Just to make sure that we do not die to them. Let's just get rid of them. There you go. And it'll put a little bit of gunpowder in our pocket, which is always good. Especially when we are going to be flying very soon. We just need to get our armor and then off to the end. And we actually are going to do that way before most things here. Which is weird for me, but it's also probably a good thing. Alright, come here, sheep. Let's go. I know there's only one of you here. We'll need a few more, but we just need to get you back onto the mainland here so that you do not disappear on me. Come here. Come here, little sheepy sheepy. Alright, we're just going to put you in a little hole over here, I think. Just for the moment. Yeah, let's just do that. Not there, coincidentally. Please don't burn in the lava. Why was there lava there? I don't know. All good. Alright, you, sir, can just get in there, and then you'll be safe. Should we move the pigs? Yeah, let's move the pigs. Well, let's move 2 of them anyway, and we'll keep 3 of them around. Come here, pigs. Let's go. Come on. Let's get you back to the mainland here before we flood this whole area, leaving you stranded and all of that stuff. We don't want to do that. Not to our poor little sheep. Not to our pigs. Let's do my favorite task in Minecraft, which is hoarding animals to and fro. Always a lovely time. Come on, pigs. Let's go. And you can also go in this little pit here, please. All right. Beautiful. In you go. And in you freaking go. Perfect. All right. So that is nice. We got the animals taken care of, and now we can continue with what we're doing and getting rid of all the rest of this grass here. Shouldn't take us too long, I don't think, and then we should be able to flood the whole thing, and I think it'll look pretty freaking good, if I do say so myself. I really want to start building the buildings here, though, very, very soon. I have an idea for kind of like the Pueblo Indians kind of style. I can't think of what their houses were called, but that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm sure it'll come to me at some point, but it currently is not. Let's go ahead and just get rid of all of this then, just like this. And I forgot to edge this out, but it's fine. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. And I actually am excited about flooding this, because it just always happens to look pretty cool when you flood a relatively large area. And we are also shrinking our island here by about a quarter, I would say, which is pretty substantial. But I do think it's going to allow us to finish this project a lot faster by not having to deal with a whole nother area here, right? So, I know we've changed our minds a few times about this already, but it should be okay. We can do it. Not a problem at freaking all. And we just gotta watch the durability on our shovel here and make sure we switch out when we are going to get to a point where it's gonna break, because we spent a lot of emeralds, a lot of time, and a lot of experience on getting these tools back up, so we do not want to break them, especially because we don't have any kind of substantial XP farm or anything that we can do to easily get them right now, so let's just make sure we are keeping an eye on that, and like that, it just went into the last tick of the durability right there. We want to take that off the hotbar and just ensure that we do not ever have to deal with that. It's got mending on it, so as soon as we get an XP farm of any kind, any caliber, we'll be okay. I am not going to pick all this up. I'm telling you right now, I know I want to hoard it, but that's a lot. I'm not doing it. I mean, that's a pretty big area, I think, still, right? Big enough to have the thing in the middle. Like, we could obviously make it way bigger, but should be fine. We'll just go with it as it is and hope for the best here, because the trees are not going to need that big of an area for them to grow. We just need a little tiny area, really, that we can spam a bunch of trees, then go and collect them as needed, and that would be great. Okay, let's do this all the way around, and we should probably replace all the stone as well. Just to make sure that when we flood it, it will be at least dirt, and then we'll worry about the other stuff later, but yeah, let's do that part now. Go ahead and get rid of every little bit of stone here. Cover it with dirt, and then at least we can worry about like how it looks later. Do all those little details and all the things that we don't have the resources for. I think it's just easier that way. Just get rid of it now, and we'll worry about it later. So we'll go section by section here, just so we can probably pick up the stone and also put down the dirt. Let's see here. Will this yield a full stack that we're using of grass or not? And it is going to take an extremely long time for this to turn into to dirt, but it's fine. We're not too worried about the passage of time here, and I think it's fine. Beautiful. And let's do this little section here. All the way down. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually. I thought it was going to be way worse in terms of how much we had to cut out here. But really, it was not all that bad, so for that, I am pretty grateful. And I'm excited for what this village is going to end up looking like. Again, this is our first base of the series, so we're not going to go and do anything super crazy. But I do want to give it some character, give it some vibes, and do all of those things to the best of our ability. We also want to keep as much of the stone as we can, because stone is important. It really, really is. We're always going to need it, and if we decide to do walkways or anything like that with it here, I'm going to want it. So we should probably just keep that in mind as we are doing this here. Prefer to throw away dirt over stone, at least for this beginning part here. Stone is way more important until we start doing massive terraforming projects, which, I mean, I guess we have, but it's alright. All of that dirt's despawning, but we don't care. It's all good. And we just got one little bit of a section here left, and then we are good to go. The flooding can happen, And hopefully we can get our sheep pen up, get another sheep over here, and start breeding them. Because we're going to need 16 sheep, one of every single color, very soon here. I don't know if I want to do that underground or where I want to do that, but I know we need it. And I should probably just put it in a building, honestly. Make a weird shape and just put it in a building. Should be that simple, I guess. Alright, let's continue. Let's just get all of it out, and then we'll go ahead and replace it with the dirt. Or, in this case, the grass. And that will be one big step done here. And then I think we're gonna flood it. Should be good to flood. Alright, and all we have to do now is take all of this and fill it back in with the grass, and that should be as easy as it is here. In the future, what we'll do is probably make this, you know, look a little bit more messy and do all of the texturing that I love to do. At the moment, I just want to get the basis of this down, right? It's taking us a long time to do this base as it is. We're like 50 Minecraft days, give or take, in. And so I just want to... Oh, hello. Hello. Just want to do that. Alright, so now what we can do is flood this bad boy. And let's go. We don't have depth strider. This is awkward. We should do this a little bit differently, I think. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, this will help to prevent mobs from spawning here. That is great news. As you can see right now, they're spawning all over the place. We need to sleep. Already there is a lot of enemies here. We don't want to deal with that. Look how many zombies and skeletons, spiders, oh my. You know how it is. Don't hit me. Rude. God, we really need to put some torches down. And fix the farms because I hate the blocks that are sticking out. We gotta do that very soon here. Alright. All of you burn, baby, burn. Go ahead, drop off all of our goodies. Got random blocks. We got our coal. We got wheat and carrots. Gunpowder goes here. Perfect. Alright. Back to the flooding. Hello, buddy. Stop shooting at me. I will happily take your bone here. Happily. And let's give this guy the business. Blam! Kablam! Oh! Don't blow up. Kablam. Alright. We got a little bit left here. And I really wish we had a depth strider at this particular moment so that we could do this just a little bit faster. But it's fine. We'll be okay. Let's see. Yeah, most of it is already starting to flood, which is great. We're getting infinite sources and all of that jazz. Beautiful. Keep it going. Spread the flood. Oh, yeah. And then we just got to do this side here. And just like that, whole area flooded. Boom. We do need to do one bucket right there, I guess, to finish the flooding. But that's not too bad. Where's our bucket? Bucket should be in this chest. Yes. Let's just do that right quick. Make sure we are finishing our projects here in this world. Again, I want to stress how important that is to me of finish the project. Let's see if we do one there, and one there, and one over here, over there, how about there, here, there, and here. Perfect. All right, I want to see now what we're cooking with. Are we cooking with gas? And then we'll have to see what we can do in the next one. We'll definitely go round up the sheep, build its pen, and again, get some pens sorted out just so we can have our tree types in there, and then start digging out the middle. It's got to go down roughly 3 blocks or so. We want staircases all over the place, and it's going to look cool, I think. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so that used to be what our island is. This is now what our island is. Quite a bit less, as you can see. And it does look like our farm should go over there a little bit, but we're going to have a very weirdly shaped thing in the middle here, which is where I want all the farms or all the market stalls to be, kind of just surrounding all the farms because they are a big commune. And I want at least a 3-block wide walkway around this whole thing. And so they're not going to have a ton of space, but I think it will be enough space. I also really need to fix all of those random blocks that you see floating there because they look like garbage. So, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, ciao.